New at noon, new state test scores show Arkansas students are making gains in the classroom. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced results from the 2026 Atlas exam today. Overall proficiency across all grades and subjects increased from 35% in 2024 to 42% this year. Math and science scores both climbed to more than a 44% proficiency, while English and language arts reached nearly 40%. Third grade reading proficiency also jumped from 35% to 43% over the past 2 years. State leaders say programs created under the LEARNS Act helped drive those gains. Well, it's day 4 of the Casey Jennings capital murder trial in Fayetteville. Jennings is accused of killing Allison Castro in 2022. Today, jurors heard testimony from a digital forensics expert who walked the court through recovered phone records from the days after Castro's death. The evidence included Facebook marketplace listings for items believed to belong to Castro, as well as purchases made using her credit card after her death. Jurors were also shown a selfie allegedly taken by Jennings, in which he appears to be wearing a pair of Castro's earrings that investigators later recovered. We have a crew in the courtroom right now, and we will continue following the trial throughout the day. Well, an investigation's underway in Benton County after 2 people were found dead off a highway. Police say they found the bodies in a parked car off Old Highway 68 and 412 in Siloam Springs. The sheriff's office says the identities of the people are not being released at this time, and they say there's no danger to the public. Well, Arkansas State Police are now taking over the investigation into that incident at the Sebastian County Detention Center, stemming from that video showing deputies hitting an inmate. Now, the video is connected to a lawsuit filed by John Anthony Cole, an inmate who stabbed 2 deputies at the jail last year. Now, this video from May 2025 was released by the sheriff's office. Fort Smith attorney Joey McCutcheon says he asked prosecuting attorney Daniel Shue to seek an independent investigation. McCutcheon says he does not represent Cole, but he believes the video raises questions that need to be reviewed.
People need to be interviewed, videos need to be looked at, both videos before, during, and after, because that's transparency, and this matter deserves transparency.
The sheriff's office says the video doesn't show the full context, including that Cole had just stabbed 2 deputies and later bit down on one deputy's hand, which he says prompts the response you see in this video. A proposed rule could change what children can access at Arkansas public libraries. The proposal from the Library Board and the Department of Education could limit what children under 16 can check out. The policy would require libraries to block access to materials considered sexually explicit under federal guidelines. Local librarians say if the proposal is approved, enforcing it could be difficult.
We would have to review every item in our collection, which physically at the Fayetteville Public Library, that's over 300,000 physical items. We would have to scrub them for sexually explicit items, sexual images of genitalia, a number of things. We see them as being extremely onerous, and it would create challenges, especially for smaller libraries.
If this is approved by the State Library Board, the rule would advance to a legislative committee for final consideration. Well, amid the push for more data center regulations in Arkansas, a new trade association has formed. The Arkansas Connected Communities Association says its goal is to help shape policy and bring together key stakeholders. That includes electric utilities, contractors, elected officials, and AI experts. On Capitol Hill, a Senate subcommittee led a hearing on the future of education in the age of artificial intelligence. Leaders say school districts, educators, and policymakers should work together to integrate AI into the curriculum from kindergarten through high school.
When I think about what I want to cultivate in my own children, I want them to be critical consumers of this technology. I want them to grow the skill of discernment. And frankly, that means working in multifunctional teams with humans, but also with AI as a teammate.
Experts say there are not yet long-term studies on the effects of artificial intelligence on student learning and emotional development. The city of Fayetteville is asking for your input on how federal housing and community development dollars should be spent over the next 5 years. The current draft plan guides about $1 million toward priorities like rental assistance, housing repairs, and preserving affordable housing. Chief Housing Officer Marley Stark says this is the first time they've offered public input on these programs.
Something that can be challenging for a lot of communities, across the country, really, is making sure that we are making decisions, making, investment decisions of our federal funds, making sure that it's going to the best and highest use. I think the really critical foundation to that is understanding what's going on locally.
The public comment period runs through July 14th. The city will also hold a community input meeting next Wednesday at City Hall.